Abel, full of ableness and Seth, and on our own bed alone.
Up late at night all alone, can't you see I'm trying? Trying so hard to hold on to the things I know. But in the evening I will have to go. What I most want is bad for me, I know.
Let's see, I had an ex that I was living with, and she really wanted a dog. I really didn't want a dog because I knew it was gonna be up to me to take care of her. But she insisted, because I was traveling a lot, that she wanted a dog. So we went to the pound and to look for dogs. I finally agreed. And when you go to the pound, all the dogs are barking and going crazy. And Lula was the only one that was just chilled out. It was a trick because she was nice and quiet, and she was just looking at us in the eye, like just staring at us, and very serious, and just all the dogs jumping up and down and barking. And she was very quiet, so it seemed like, oh, that's a nice dog, you know. She's quiet, and she made contact with us, and that was it. That was the kind of the thing where we felt like she's a little bit different than the other dogs. Little did we know that was just an act. And she was really an insane dog.
Lula personifies the bonding agent of many people who are getting divorced at a certain time and place at 2 Federal Street, which is like the church of the divorcees. One of our parties, we put her in a hotel, a dog hotel. What happens with Lula in this
Lula's
dog?
my bitch.
She's a bitch. And what happens with Lula? We put her in a hotel so we could have a party celebrating our divorces, I guess.
Is this a true story?
It's a true story. So we put her, and she escaped from the dog hotel. She took all the dogs with her. She didn't do it one night, she did it 2 nights. So we were never allowed to have a party without her. It was her way of saying, guys, you can't lock me up from now on. I need to be part of it. I need to be part of all the parties. You know, so she's now, you know, she's so much so that we partied so much.
She has arthritis.
She's got arthritis. Yeah, that's right.
Don't oversell it.
Don't oversell it because you'll be like Lula. She's got a good hip action.
Yeah. it's just getting.
And to really see, she used to be so cool at it. She used to get on top of the flower plant and to open the door. You know,
Yeah.
She used to use her mouth and jump in, pick up food at the bottom. Sometimes bring bones to the side.
Oh yeah, no,
she's quite the. She smells bad, but hey.
Lula ever tried to run away or anything? Was she ever like unfaithful? No? No?
Except when I was trying to bathe her. And I learned, but on the other hand, you know, it's just like anything that I can teach a dog. It takes a little bit of practice. She didn't like it, and I'm not surprised because I think the circumstances around the experience of getting bathed may have been maybe not quite as enjoyable.
For food. Yeah.
Did she like postman?
And she hates the postman. Yes. For some reason, she hates the postman. Likes everybody except the postman.
No, anybody in uniform.
Anybody in uniform. Yeah, she doesn't like authority. She's a rebel. Basically, she's a revolutionary.
Is that why you named it Lula after her?
Well, yeah. So when so we had Lula, she was part of the parties, the 2 Federal thing, and then when Jose and I got the club, we didn't know what to call it, and so we had these names kicking around, and Lula, because she was part of the parties and she was the spirit of all of that. We put her name on a list, so we made a big list of the possible names, and we just let all our friends kind of put a check next to the one that they liked the best, and Lula had the most checks, so then we're like, okay, it's Lula, and it was appropriate because actually the spirit of the place, her kind of community spirit, her friendliness, she's a people person, she loves parties, it was perfect.
Was Lula already named when she came to you? When you adopted her?
No, we don't know what her name was. Yeah, on the form it said like Beagle X, I guess Beagle Cross, kind of like Malcolm X. But then we gave her the name of Lula from the song Bebop and Lula.
Bebop Lula, she's my baby. Bebop Lula,